So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Oh, that's well spotted. Valverde. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yeah, still certainly... Goes for a shot! Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Valverde. Tchouaméni. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Thuram. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's good running with the ball. Doué gets into some space. Knocks it into space.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Saliba. And it's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe. And it's Valverde. Brilliantly cut out. Camavinga. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Looking for options for movement. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, important interception.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Out for a throw. Eder Militao. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Camavinga. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. Mbappe is onto this. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Valverde. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Alexander-Arnold is wide and looking to get onto this. Doué. He won't be happy with that one. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Thuram, given the lift of his goal, thinks about the shot. Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mbappe. Saliba cuts out the pass. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a good position here. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe could move up a gear here. And it's Mendy. Bellingham. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
France definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Oh, good read. Shot, surely! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Eder Militao gets a foot in here. Time and again they are repelled. Camavinga. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? France are still that goal to the good. Camavinga! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. It's Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Real chance! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
France looking to... Chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, good spread.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great defending, strong and determined. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Mbappe. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Can he finish? Goal, France! And they've got their lead back. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France go into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now this could be a chance. He's well positioned here. That's good defending, very good defending.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And it's Camavinga. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's having a good look here. Camavinga tries to play it through. Courtois claims comfortable. Tries to thread one through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, but that has not gone well. So that's it, it is all over. Well, that was good, a terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. It is a monster match. Shot, surely! Goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to play it through. Alexander-Arnold looking to get on the end of this. And he gets rid in a hurry. Camavinga. It's Thuram. This looks promising. And it's Hernandez. And here's Doué. Doué is flagged offside. Eder Militao spots it and intercepts. Somewhat off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Mbappe. It's a threatening ball. Chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Now it's Mbappe. Mendy. Searching pass he's played there. Koundé. France are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Camavinga. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's a sharp little ball here. Madrid finding their passes. Doué. France have a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Camavinga. He's in a great position here. Might be danger. Thuram! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Doué. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. Here's Chouameni. Vinicius Junior.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Bellingham. Over to the left. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe. Doué. Oh, easy pickings there. Rudiger. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Vinicius Junior threads one in. Saliba.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mbappe is onto this. He's through here. France have it back and can go again. Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Tries to get it clear.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Valverde, who's set up one goal so far. Camavinga. Doué. And it's Koundé. Chouameni. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's well spotted. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's chosen to go back. And it's Bellingham. Played out wide. Bellingham.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Chouameni. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Bellingham. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. That's just... And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Stood up well to him there. Well, nicely intercepted. Thuram tries to pass it through. Bellingham. Now Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. He has found the way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
France still chasing a one-goal deficit here. And he's in on goal! Great chance! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
That has certainly made things interesting. And the shot! Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
France go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more.
There's the shot! He has done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, it's been an absolutely...
Shoots! And he hits the net! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Rodrigo goes for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Tchouameni. He's going for goal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
France still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Rodrigo. Upamecano. Tchouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rabiot, Mbappe purring through the gears. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Rodrigo, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Carvajal, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Koundé. Dembele, he's found the way through. Big chance! Oh, taken with style. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
France could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, it's Dembele. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chouameni, time added on 4 minutes. Now that's well seen too. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Rodrigo. Eder Militao. Madrid looking to pass their way through. That is good alertness. And that's a dangerous ball. That's at the end. France have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, what a difference a half can make.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that was vital. Thuram, and the counter is on. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler. So not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Hangs... There's the header! Now, who's going to be first to this? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Aimed in towards the centre.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Now it's Chouameni. Now that looks a decent ball. He's having a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Chouameni. Nicely weighted ball. France with another corner. France have their third corner. Chouameni plays it short. Now it's Chouameni. He's on it. Can he get a... Can he finish? Goal! France! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. They've got to make this nice and quick.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Madrid finding their passes. And here's Vinicius, and he shoots! Koundé.
That's going in strongly.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's chance! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And here's Mbappe. That has been cut short. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Mbappe. Played back. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played. Doué. Now Mbappe. Hernandez. He's a sharp little ball here. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Some resolute defending there. Koundé. And here's Thuram. Aims beyond the defence. And they can counter here. Couldn't squeeze it through. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Chouameni.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He is through here. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, that is... He's had a shot! And again! He's got a goal! A goal at a really telling moment. That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
And here's Camavinga. Bellingham.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Valverde looking to penetrate opposition lines. Pass somewhat off target. Valverde. Bellingham. And there is the half-time whistle. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch.
Tries a shot! Doué. France do have a chance to counter here. Doué. Eder Militao. Chance for a shot! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
So the lead now is 2. Can he finish? And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Now it's Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Bellingham! It's a goal! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Deftly out wide. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. It is a corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Tchouaméni goes short. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here. Vinicius Junior really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it, because...
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 6.
Barcola.
Le numéro 20. Le
Rabiot.
numéro 7. Le numéro 14.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Knocks it out wide. It's a throw-in. Carvajal. Spread out to the left. Now it's Mbappe. Back into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
They're up to 5 corners now. Tchouaméni with the short one. Now it's Tchouaméni. Oh, the ball's run loose. Mbappe! It's there! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
The final 5 minutes. And that's put paid to a promising move. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And the shot's on here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Howson has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. And it's Rabiot. Eder Militao with the clearance. Brahim Diaz. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Mbappe gets through on his own. Picked out, brilliant, real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Camavinga clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's a decent clearance. No way through. And the shot! Oh, super goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Deep into injury time! It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Madrid give themselves a... Dembele is on his own. And that will be it. France pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Thuram. Koundé receives it in a wide position. Mbappe! And for a moment, time stood still. Valverde. Quarter of an hour played.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Mbappe. That is a brilliant interception.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? He can run onto that. Camavinga. And now the breakaway. And it's Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Good ball, good take. And that has been knocked clear. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has a look up. Maignan claims comfortably. Koundé. Great run on the overlap here. Thuram. That's tidy. And he's certainly onside here. Bellingham. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. And he's lost his man here. Oh, super ball. Doué. It's Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tchouaméni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Floated through. Now this could be a chance. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. It's a foul. It's in the box. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. Bellingham.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's made its way to him, and he's onside. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Doué. He shifted it to the flank. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
France will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are back underway. It's a mighty effort! Oh, he's hit the bar! That's good play. That's a good... Takes a shot! Tries to play... He's had a shot! Mbappe! Irrepressible!
Surprise, surprise. Who else? The ideal time and the ideal man to do it. This is going to liven up the second half. Thuram really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was...
Oh, what has happened here? Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. Closing in on goal. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. Doué.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
He's on it. Can he get away? Camavinga. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. Picked out, goes for a shot! Knocks it out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. And it's Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Mbappe. Eder Militao. Here's Tchouaméni. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And it's Doué. Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Just about up to 75 minutes. Thuram is onto this. Looking to play him in. Takes aim and goes for the header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's gone for goal!
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24, le numéro 9, le numéro 6.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Rodrigo. Now that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. Tchouaméni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That is lovely.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Hernandez. Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Camavinga. Last chance, perhaps. Well seen. And that's that. France have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? What's to... And one more try! And again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Stones. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. And he's worked it through. Oh, important interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Opts for safety. Camavinga. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Doué. He's in a great position. There's the shot! Goal! France! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the pass is intercepted. Danger averted for now. Chouameni, that has been slung wide. Fired, he's got tall! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Thuram. Nicely weighted ball. Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Madrid are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Well, That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Now it's Bellingham. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that's definitely not his best. Mbappe, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Camavinga. France upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Out of play for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Eder Militao. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He might be in here! And he's heaved it away. Mendy crosses it in. And that has been knocked clear.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
5 minutes till the break. Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Thuram. Thuram! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior driving on and making good progress. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that's going to be a goal kick. Chouameni, Howson. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham, great ball and he's in here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Chouameni. Oh, it's Dembele. Ambitious ball here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And they win it back again. Doué has found the net here, of course. Valverde. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nicely worked. And the finish! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shot could be... Chance for a shot!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
We have got
7,
changes here, from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 23, el dorsal 12, el dorsal 8. Serán
He's had it taken off him.
El dorsal 11, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 18, el dorsal
Madrid
2,
perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Madrid have a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Cleared without hesitation. Chouameni. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? They've scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting... Ah, he's given it away. He's picked his way through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Back into the middle. Carvajal. Just a quarter of an hour to play. He has found the way through. Eder Militao. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's Dembele.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Koundé simply refused to be outdone there. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Driving forward, Thuram. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now, can they get him away? Camavinga is sporting a guilty look after that.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chouameni, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's clever. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, what has happened here? Good ball, good take. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game to square things up. And he scores! Back in business. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Camavinga. And it's Diaz. Brahim Diaz is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 19. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Mbappe.
Habrá 5 minutos de
Oh, it's
descuento.
beyond the defence. And he's there to get it away. Carvajal. Rodrigo could try cutting inside here. He's in space and looking for options. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. He's got away. Eder Militao cuts out the pass.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. That's the throw. And that's definitely not his best. And that has been knocked clear. Now here's the delivery. Mignon claims it. Safe hands. A vicious ball here. Ah, that's a fine interception. Dembele. France are looking to break at pace. And the keeper's got it again. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for a runner. Oh, played through for the wide man. That's a promising position. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Camavinga. Great vision. Thuram. Camavinga. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Koundé.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And Doué. And it's Tchouaméni. Mbappe. And it's Tchouaméni. France finding their passes. He's beaten the last man. Mbappe! It's bounced back off the post. And that would have been some goal.
And you can see how the direct approach can work really well. Get yourself on the ball and give it a try.
Cleared without hesitation. That'll be a throw. it's Camavinga. Camavinga crosses it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And here's Mbappe. Howson does well to get it back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram takes a shot! There was plenty of power on that.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's on it, can he get away? Nice interception, well timed. Bellingham. Valverde, Mbappe, Mendy, and it's Tchouaméni, and here's Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's neat. Mendy has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Mbappe is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Doué. It's Thuram. Doué. Hernandez. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. Tchouaméni. And it's Doué. Is there any support? He might not need it. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, delightful ball. Hernandez. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Rudiger was in no mood for any of that. Mendy looking to run onto it. Saliba wins the duel this time. Tchouaméni. Look at the space here. And he shoots! Mbappe. Now, what about a counter-attack? Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's quick to get it clear again. And smartly reclaimed. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Eder Militao. Oh, it's come loose. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Now it's Thuram. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Bellingham. Well, they can break here. Really fierce, close defending. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chouameni.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Camavinga does really well there, he is strong. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So, time for
23.
changes on
El
both
dorsal
sides,
12.
actually.
El dorsal 8. El dorsal 7. El dorsal
Chouameni.
5. Serán sustituidos
It's
por
Camavinga.
el dorsal 18.
Madrid perhaps
el
wondering
dorsal
what the
12,
best time is for their
el dorsal
next
6,
substitution.
El dorsal 11.
That pass isn't the
el
best.
dorsal 21. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de
Carvajal.
jugadores.
Eder Militao. And it's Camavinga. Howson. And it's Chouameni. Chance for a shot! Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brahim Diaz. Olise.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's certainly onside here. Quality ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Diaz. Oh, super find. He's in a great position here. Brahim Diaz. Now there's a fine ball. It's not an especially good pass, that. Howson. Chouameni.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
In with the challenge. They get a throw in. Goes for a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Chouameni played out to the left flank. Can he latch on to this? Barcola for Olise.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And here's Rodrigo. Can he get it through? Spread neatly. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. we'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
We have already started here.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes.
Mohamed Salah!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
And it's Wirtz. Mohamed Salah purring through the gears.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Eder Militao gets rid without sophistication. Vinicius Junior
It's a good foot in there. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft.
And he rises! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that plummets the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quarter of an hour played. In with the challenge.
That has been slung wide.
Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Chouameni.
So it is still 0-0.
And he cuts out the supply. Frimpong.
Lovely feet.
Gravenberg. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Mbappe. It's a searching pass. Frimpong calmly anticipates. Frimpong tries making a foray down the right. He's found a way through. Bellingham. Bellingham wins the duel this time. That's going to go a long way. Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Some really good ball movement. And a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Robertson. McAllister. Wirtz. Mohamed Salah has a look inside the box. And it's Gravenberg. And he's chosen to go back. Clipped into space. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Konate. Van Dijk.
That could spell trouble.
Robertson. Gakpo.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Frimpong. That has been cut short. Mohamed Salah. Chouameni. Valverde. Well read, nice interception. Here, Vinicius Junior. Decent chance!
A skipper's goal!
Yeah, the captain has gone further up in everyone's estimation after an opener as wonderful as that. The manager will be reviewing his half-time message now.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind.
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Vitz. And he's forced to go back. And it's Gravenberch. And here's Isak. Isak is onto this. Valverde. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. Isak. Well, that looks a decent ball. Howson. Liverpool still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed.
Shot, surely!
And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Bellingham. Mendy has it in a wide position. McAllister. Isak is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
McAllister.
Liverpool grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Robertson.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Number
It's a
8.
pretty loose pass.
Number 6.
Good read, needed to be.
Number 22.
Liverpool
Ekitike.
perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for a runner. Spread neatly. They get a throw in. Chiesa. Ekitike. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Bellingham. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. And he shoots! No mistake! Into the lead once more. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. Vinicius Junior. Konate cuts out the pass. Out to the left it goes. A header! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
And he's in on goal. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now, can they get him away? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Szoboszlai. Vinicius Junior does have his name on the score sheet, of course. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
It's a goal kick. Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. Liverpool finding their passes. Chouameni is there to clear. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination, no complaints. Isak taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.